such eminent personalities who talk about very sensitive issues, very, very pertinent issues, which have, I'm sure, a deep-rooted impact on your minds, your impressionable minds, because it is for you to bring about the change in the world in the future. Today, for this particular panel discussion, we have very eminent panelists, and I'd like to, it's indeed a proud privilege for me to be introducing each of them to you.
Professor Muhammad Iqbal Hossain on Interfaith Dialogue, Way of Peaceful Coexistence.
That's happened in the world by the name of Islam. Although Islam doesn't accept any sort of terrorism, any sort of the extremism, but that happened in the world. Anywhere, bombing in where we saw behind this there is any Muslim, any Muhammad, or any Rahim, or any Kareem. That's why there is some, the Islamophobia already raged both of the world, East and West. East and West, the Islam was raging, especially that my last visit happened in April in America by the invitation of federal government. Then observes the whole over the America there is some sort of tensions about Islam. Due to not for Muslims, due to because not for they're the good neighbor. They said good neighbor after the Trump having the chair when there's some raises against Muslim, some sort of they raise their voice. No, Muslim is our good neighbor. Muslim is our good neighbor. But what's happened in the world that there's some sort of tension already raised a Muslim that maybe the Holy Quran or the Islamic culture maybe increase, maybe influence, or maybe galvanize in sort of the terrorism. Not like this, because it's some sort of problems happen even inside of the country. After the last year after Holy Artisan attack, this Holy Artisan attack totally that changed our philosophy of the country about terrorism. First of all, we find those who are the government missionaries, they found that maybe the terrorism majorly came maybe from the madrasas, so-called the Qawmi madrasas. But I'm so in here, this is. I'm showing here. This is the one of the creator of the Holy Artisan attack. Its name is Nibraz. He came from elite family, from multi-millionaire family. He was the one of the initiator of the artisan attack, and there is 19 foreigners killed by the terrorist. So the total demographic and total thinkings about terrorists totally changed in the country when some 6 or 7 terrorists, they came from the richest family, even from the higher classes of the families. And we think that this is one sort of one sort of like not phobia, this is one sort of beliefs, the terrorism, that the attacking. This is so the Bangladesh takes the strong initiative how they will go forward. And as a interfaith, as interfaith activist, what I'm going on within the some sort of activities that we enhance within the communities. Within the community, we have in the Bangladesh we have as like as India, we are same, the same neighbors, same cultures, and same attitudes that we are carrying on. So we have the Hinduism, Hindus, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Baha'is, everything inside of the country, in my country, and we have a strong, there's so many texts about how we encourage interfaith dialogue. I'm not going through that way because time is very short. But the objectives for our interfaith, because we just started this sort of culture in my country after 2005, after declaration of United Nations, the inclusive society with religion, because without religion we cannot go further down, because this is the output of the research that every society, even Western society, American society, they totally affiliated with religion. After the last election that happened, last president election, they said the 77% believers, they put their votes, in favor of Trump, and they said, the Pew Research Foundation, this, the religious beliefs increasing even in America. So we do not, avoid this sort of attitude. And in Bangladesh, we are doing some sort of objectives in how we will go further down for the development, the harmony, how we'll establish the object Bangladesh context. This sort of object we are fixed up within the, the LOI, that is leader of influence. We said LOI means leader of influence, those who are the religious leader. Because, in Bangladesh, majority Muslim countries, and the same problem we are facing, like India, there is a Islamic education. There is a two type of Islamic education, some regulated by government and some regulated by own, privately. Those who are actually the privately, they are, some sort of, they do not want to any regulation by the government, any type of service from the government, any type of support even from the government. So this is one of the major problems. They became a partial man. So we are working with the ulemas, with the, the purohits, with the padris, with some sort of leaders. First of all, we think, connect with the ulemas, with the purohits, with the, the padris, each other, because this is so much difficult.